There is a kind of pain that comes when the plan did not fail because you were lazy. It failed because people above you made decisions you could not control. He had built something real, not a loose dream. Not a vague ambition held lightly so it would not hurt if it never came. 16 years of early mornings, difficult conversations, decisions that cost him something, a position that carried his name in it, a team that trusted him, a future that finally looked close enough to touch. Then one Tuesday morning, his manager called before 9. The meeting was 7 minutes long, restructuring. Nothing personal. The decision had been made above both of them. His access would be revoked by end of day. He thanked her. He did not know why he thanked her. He walked back to his desk, opened his laptop, and stared at the screen for 40 minutes without touching the keyboard. That evening he drove home the long way, not because he needed more time on the road, because he did not know how to walk through his own front door carrying something this heavy without letting it show. He had told his family the company was going through changes. He had not told them how close the changes had come. That night, he updated his resume for the first time in 16 years. The document felt foreign, like putting on someone else's coat. He sent 23 applications in the first week, 11 automated rejections, 12 silences. By the third week, he stopped telling people he was still looking. The silence was easier than the questions, easier than watching people search for the right expression when they did not know what to say. He had prayed over that position. He had believed he was exactly where God wanted him to be. Now he sat in the quiet of his kitchen at 5 a.m., coffee going cold beside him, wondering what it meant that God had let him build something so carefully, only to watch it come apart so completely. He did not know it yet, but Scripture had already told this story. Long before him, a young man sat in a pit, not a metaphor, a real hole in the ground. Joseph had the dream before he had the suffering. That is the order the story gives us. He saw sheaves bowing, stars aligning, a future so clear it felt almost certain. Then his brothers stripped the coat from his back and dropped him into the earth. They sat down to eat while he was still below them. He heard them discussing the price. He went from the pit to Potiphar's house, from Potiphar's house to prison, from prison to the palace. But between the pit and the palace were years of faithful, invisible, unrewarded work. Potiphar's house, where he served with everything he had, in a place that was never his destination. A prison, where he interpreted dreams for men who forgot him the moment they were free. And in those places, the Bible keeps recording the same truth. The Lord was with Joseph. The text does not first point to Joseph's strength. It points to God's presence. The Lord was with Joseph in the place that made no sense, in the years that felt like subtraction, in the rooms where the dreams seemed to be dying instead of developing. Joseph could not see what God was building in the dark. He only knew the place in front of him still required faithfulness, even when that place looked nothing like the promise. The man in the kitchen at 5 a.m. does not know what Joseph did not know either, that the place that feels like the end of something may become the corridor to the next thing, that what was taken was not always the destination. Sometimes it was the vessel that could not carry him there. God does not waste faithfulness, practiced in unseen places, every early morning, every difficult decision, every year of building something that collapsed. None of it disappears from heaven's record. The Lord was with Joseph in every address that made no sense, and He is with you in this one. So I declare this over every person in a Joseph moment right now. The plan has not been canceled. It has been rerouted. The years of faithful, invisible work have not been lost. They are being counted by the one who does not miss a single day of it. The silence is not the end of the story. It is the space between one chapter closing and the next one beginning. The pit was not punishment. The prison was not proof that the promise had died. They were the corridor, and corridors are not destinations. So rise from the place that tried to become your ending. Walk out the way Joseph walked out, still carrying the evidence of what tried to hold you, still breathing, still moving, still with God. The same Lord who was with Joseph in the pit is with you in yours. He has not left the room. He has not changed his mind about what he spoke over your life, and he is still working in every address that currently makes no sense. The corridor is not the destination. Keep walking. Walk in faith. Walk in strength. This is the way, truth,